Depression is a huge problem for the world. 1 in 12 adults report that they have suffered from depression at some point in their life, or 8% of people over 20. I mean, that's a huge amount of people. Women suffer from depression twice as much as men. And depression, I mean, the way I look at depression is this sadness, this hopelessness that just affects every aspect of your life. And when you're in that state, you can't think of any way to get around it. I haven't had a lot of depression. I think with having my name be Joy and my parents being so happy with me being a girl, because I had 4 brothers, my life was just always one where I was needing to be joyful, or I was joyful, or something. So I haven't had a lot of depression, but I did have it once. I had Lyme's disease. And one of the side effects, you might say, or one of the symptoms of Lyme's disease is depression. And boy, it is such a horrible thing to be in that state where you feel sad, just so sad and hopeless, and you can't even get out of bed because you're so tired. That's part of one of the other symptoms of depression, is you're just so tired. You can't, all through the day, you're just so tired you can't even think. So when I had Lyme's disease, I was very, very fortunate because I was getting daily transmission program. I was on the daily transmission program with the Trivedi organization. And it was amazing how, I mean, I would feel that hopelessness, but then at night I would have my blessing, and I would wake up and I would feel a little bit less, but then because I was still fighting all of these bacteria, I would still have this hopelessness that went on for a while, for probably a month, which is not bad considering what some people go through with Lyme's disease. But anyway, the Trivedi Effect, it focuses right on the root cause. And part of those things, how your fatigue level, your mood, your quality of sleep, all of those things, your focus, your clarity, all of those things that you have to suffer with when you're in depression clear up through these energy transmissions. It was really quite an experience to have depression because of both the incredible low of being depressed and then having the energy transmissions every night and feeling a little bit lifted, and then falling into that depression again, and then being lifted, and slowly but surely over time knowing that I'm being healed and transforming. When I give my blessings, I give them at night. It's one of the things that and partially because of this whole thing with the Lyme's disease and the depression during that time, you're more receptive when you're asleep. And so I like to give all my energy transmissions at night while you're asleep. And it's an intelligent energy. It knows when you go to sleep. It knows where to find you. Just like it knows, Guruji always says, he talks about how he has done these science projects on cancer cells, and they're just sitting in a petri dish, and the energy knows to kill the cancer cells, but to leave the healthy cells viable. And it's the same thing for me when I do a joy blessing. The energy knows how to find you at night, and it starts with what you need first. I mean, you might need to have high quality sleep. Even though you're sleeping all during the day, when you have depression, it's not very high quality. And one of the things with the Trivedi Effect blessings is that you have high quality sleep. Another thing that happens is that you'll have a little more clarity, a little more focus, a little more awareness. You'll have more energy. You'll just start to feel a little bit better. And that's why it's important to pay attention, not to expect anything like, oh, I'm going to be healed tomorrow. And I mean, and in some places, in some way, in some people's physiology, that does happen. But you need to look for the outcome in the days and weeks after you have energy transmissions. Would you like to change your life? Would you like to clear up your depression? Check out my website, joyblessings.com.